Okay, so parts laid out here for issue 55 of Build the Fast and Furious Dodge Charger. As you can see, it's instrument panel kind of parts, and an instrument panel probably binnacle. It's just going to go on. Yeah, some very, very nice detailed instruments on there, as you can see. They are very, very nice. Look good, and even in the mount's got kind of what it's going to be talking about. So yeah, some very nice parts. So this will be the assembly and build for issue 55. Okay, so yeah, first things first, we're going to be getting this instrument cluster and instruments fitted on. I'm sure it'll only kind of go one way because you have got kind of a block there. It's obviously going to fit into this, so you can kind of only get it one way. When it's in, that looks pretty nice, to be fair. Quite impressed with that. Especially being, I guess it's going to be backlit as well, maybe. But yes, very, very nice. Okay, now we've got to identify some switches. We've got a kind of a long switch, and you've got some short ones. And the short ones, I believe. Yeah, let me just check the 55F is the ignition switch, and it looks like that. It's going to go into that area there. It has got, it's very difficult to see, but a little kind of cut, a little kind of keyway. So you just kind of got to put it. Yeah, and then just these ones just go in any old way, don't they, to be honest. Okay, hopefully that's what that looks like. The switches, well, I've got one, and one just fell out. But switches, and then the ignition switch. Then I've disconnected these wires from the model. Wiring switch for the lights, as you can see, it's the white one. And the wiring switch for the sound effects is the green one. That's what it looks like in picture. Okay, and then we've got to put these, so it says put the green one closest to the end, so the green one's going to go in there and the white one's going to go in there. And I don't know if it matters which way up they go. Well, it does, because you need to bend them up. We have got the problem with them again, these pins on it. I think I'm going to have to cut off again. Doesn't tell you to, but you're not going to get them bent up if you don't. I'm just going to cut these off. Okay, so then the green one, yeah, into here. Says to bend these up kind of 90 degrees. And then the backing goes on. Also with seams. That's always going to be permanently on. You know what I absolutely detest on these models? Electrics. Never works right, the electrics. Yeah, they're definitely not going in as far as it shows in the picture. Okay, so this has been quite difficult to say the least. I couldn't get it to work. It was like whenever I put the switches in and then I put the backing plate on, because the switches were sitting so proud, as soon as you put the backing plate on, it was operating the micro switches, so you couldn't actually get any operation on the micro switch. So what I've had to do, a bit of improvisation, is I have cut off the backing plate from the switch and just super glued on the end of the switch onto the micro switch. So I've removed that bit because that was a bit that was making it sit proud, so you couldn't actually get it to push down enough on the backing plate. So as I say, remove that, cut that off with a set of side cutters, and then just super glued on the end of the switch onto the actual micro switch directly. Then put the backing plate on. Done that for both, obviously the green and the white one. The white one was actually more difficult than the green one, to be fair. The green one wasn't too bad, but the white one was very, very difficult. Okay, and now, hopefully, yeah, that works and that works. That one's a little bit prouder than the other one, but it'll have to do. There we go. So it looks okay, to be fair. But it's just going to sit in the cockpit. You're just going to, I mean, I could put a bit of silver paint around there if I wanted to, but it actually works all right. But before it wasn't, it was, you put the backing plate on and it was literally like holding it on all the time. Okay, so that was not very easy at all. A bit of a pain. Had to fettle it and adjust it. Okay, now we've got to get the binnacle. Align the holes on the dashboard. Okay. What holes is it talking about? So that's where it goes. It goes like that. Okay, so align the holes on the dashboard. Oh yeah, so you've got two holes there, one right underneath the switch, or the wires for the switch, and the other one just there. And then fit that in with two AP screws. And that's nicely positioned, so you can't actually get at it because the wires are in the way. Do they do this on purpose on these kits? I mean, they could have put that anywhere, but they've really put it in such a ridiculous place. So that's what that looks like. Okay, looks quite nice. Hopefully the switches work. That one's really, really proud, but there's not a lot I can do about that. At least it works. Okay, so that was issue 55 there of Fast and Furious Dodge Charger. Yeah, not an easy issue at all because of those switches. I was almost at the point where I wasn't going to fit the electrics. Almost, because I don't use the electrics on these kits at all, really. So, but I managed to get it to work. Issue 56 is, we've got more dashboard stuff. Assembling the dashboard. Yeah, so we're just carrying on the assembly of the dashboard. Yep, that will be issue 56, and that'll be coming up soon.